Why would someone choose to put equal in their coffee instead of white sugar? And why do some people need to drink lactose-free milk instead of just normal milk from a cow? Let's have a look at the chemistry behind these two things. First of all, let's look at the molecule that makes up sugar, and that, my friends, is sucrose. Sucrose is a disaccharide, and that means it has two monosaccharides which have been connected via a condensation reaction to produce this ether linkage here. This ether linkage is also sometimes referred to as a glycosidic linkage. The two monomers here are glucose and fructose. Sucrose is a naturally sweet substance, so that means when your taste buds kind of get a hold of it, you have that sensation of tasting something sweet. If I look at my Equal packet here and the ingredients in the Equal tablets or the Equal sachets, I can see a molecule called aspartame. Now, aspartame is another molecule which actually tastes sweet on our taste buds, and it is actually very, 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 very much more sweeter than sucrose. Aspartame is almost 200 times sweeter than sucrose, and what that means is I only need a fraction of the amount of aspartame to sweeten my coffee or sweeten my soft drink. The interesting thing here is aspartame contains relatively the same amount of energy as sucrose, but the fact that it's 200 times sweeter, we actually need to use so much less, so therefore we ingest less calories by using aspartame. The other interesting feature about aspartame is the fact that when it is hydrolyzed and broken down, it doesn't produce any glucose molecules, so therefore it has a GI index value of essentially 0. So that explains the difference between sugar and the artificial sweetener, but what about milk and lactose-free milk? What's the deal here? So this is the molecule in question here, which is alpha lactose. Now this is the natural sugar which is found in milk, and it's made again by two monosaccharides coming together via a condensation reaction producing this ether linkage. We've got alpha glucose here and galactase up here. Now this ether linkage requires a unique enzyme. That enzyme is lactase, and the interesting thing about this is not everyone can produce lactase. The people who can't produce lactase are known as lactose intolerant people, and they're the people who need to drink lactose-free milk, and they can't just drink your dairy stuff that you normally get from the cow because their bodies cannot digest it because they lack the enzyme which can actually digest it. So hopefully that explains the difference between white sugar and artificial sweeteners, and the difference between full cream milk here from a cow and lactose-free milk, and why someone might need lactose-free milk as opposed to our normal stuff.